So two suspects who were on the list of the most wanted in connection with inter-provincial cash and transit robberies, house robberies and farm attacks were shot and killed in a shootout with police in Verulam yesterday. Various police disciplines, including the tactical response team, members of the Hawks as well as private security officers, intercepted the suspects, their vehicle in fact, on Jabu Ngcobo Drive. For more on this, let's bring in South African Police Service KZN spokesperson, Colonel Robert Netshiunda. Colonel, thank you very much indeed for your time. Talk us through, we understand that these were individuals that had been wanted by police for an array of crimes, including cash in transit robberies countrywide.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. Yes, it is true that the suspects were on the wanted list for most wanted suspects in connection with cases of cash in transit robberies, house robberies, as well as farm attacks. And they were once arrested. At least these two who were shot and killed were once arrested in connection with another cash in transit robbery which they committed in Nkandla in 2019, where they were given bail but failed to appear in court again. So since then we were looking for them. We're trying and collect intelligence until yesterday when we cornered them.
And are you anticipating that you might make more arrests? Obviously, with such crimes, one finds that there are a number of syndicates that are working together in these various provinces to carry out these heinous crimes.
We believe that there are still more out there, because on that particular CIT in Nkandla in 2019, there were about 15 suspects. So at least we found two. One managed to escape yesterday and is in a position of a rifle. So a manhunt is on for him, because with the rifle in his hand, it's really dangerous to committee members. So yes, we believe that there's a syndicate at play. And judging by the number of shootouts that we have had in our province, it shows to prove that there are groupings that are out there to commit violent crimes against our people.
You did say that one of the suspects evaded arrest yesterday, fleeing from the scene with that rifle. Are there any leads thus far in terms of his whereabouts? Not to give away too much information, of course.
Yes, we can say we have intelligence on where he could be. As a criminal, you always try to be a step ahead, and you're moving from place to place. So we are relentless. When we exchange shifts, we are on his trail, and we are confident that it's just a matter of time before we arrest him. And if he also tries to shoot at the police, he will go to where his friends went yesterday.
Talk us through these four men who were suspected to be behind the murders of a 48-year-old woman and I think it's her 22-year-old daughter, who were found at Emachobeni, that's in Inanda, I understand, who have also been killed in a shootout with police.
Yes, on that particular incident, on Friday afternoon, we received reports of bodies of a mother and a daughter, which were found somewhere in Emachobeni, like you mentioned. And when we were at the crime scene, we got reports that there were people at the police station who were opening cases of missing persons. And when they were called to the scene, it was found that the people they were reporting missing were the ones who were killed. And immediately we started investigating because there were information which suggested what could have happened, and that led us to the possible suspects. They were intercepted when they were going to commit, or in fact to perform cleansing rituals somewhere in Popome. As the police, we went to them and tried to stop their vehicle, but instead of obeying to the lawful instructions, they responded with gunshots to the police. We retaliated, and 4 of them, unfortunately, were fatally wounded in that shootout.
And I think of concern, what we heard from the statistics that were released by the Police Minister, General Bheki Cele, the area that we're speaking about in Inanda, the police station there, certainly one of the police stations of concern, or we understand that, that particular area remains an area of concern for US police in KwaZulu-Natal.
It is an area of concern, and of late we have had several shootouts. Whenever you go and try and arrest these suspects, they always fire shots at the police. And looking at Inanda in itself, it is a difficult terrain to police because it is two in one. There's an informal settlement where police can hardly patrol with vehicles. And there's another developed area where it's more easier to police. So it poses a challenge that whenever you want to police those informal settlements where criminals are hiding, you need to be on foot, you need to be on mounted unit maybe, or even motorbikes, which are still going to struggle to move around those informal settlements. So Inanda itself is a difficult terrain to police, but of late we've been sniffing out suspects. Although they try and shoot, we end up being on the upper end as the police.
Colonel, thank you very much indeed for your time this morning here on the agenda. Thank you very much indeed. SAPS KZN spokesperson, Colonel Robert Netshiunda, talking to us about some wanted suspects that have been shot and killed in relation to a number of cash in transit heists that police believe they were involved in countrywide.